Now at 5, Lexington Police with an update to its flock safety program. We'll tell you what they've learned.
Plus, sexual assault victims now have an easier and more accessible way to try to get medical treatment.
And yet another blow to horse trainer Bob Baffert today. We'll tell you why.
I'm Chief Meteorologist T.G. Shuck. The calendar says mid to late April, but with all the cloud cover out there, it felt more like February. The warm-up's right around the corner. We'll have your forecast coming up.
You're watching ABC 36 News at 5.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome in. I'm Tom Kenny.
And I'm Erica Bivens. Thanks for joining us. License plate reading cameras put up around Lexington already helping to solve crimes. That's according to Lexington Police. ABC 36's Maddie McQueen has more in our top story at 5.
Well, these cameras are called flock cameras, and 9 are already in use, and Lexington Police say that number will continue to increase to 25 in high-crime areas. Investigators are crediting one of the cameras with helping identify and catch a man accused of dumping a dead dog in a business dumpster last month. But the cameras are not without critics, some people calling them Big Brother, saying they're an invasion of privacy and could even lead to profiling. Police took some of those criticisms head on at Monday's news conference.
This is Lexington moving into the future, and that's what we have to do to keep up with some of the activities that we see.
There's a lot of debate, controversy, and misinformation surrounding the use of flock cameras by police. Some people believe these cameras are used to track speed and look for people who run red lights or stop signs. But Lexington Police say the cameras don't have that capability.
State law currently requires that any traffic violation be witnessed by a police officer. So they're currently not able to be used for that legally. It's not a live feed of video. They take still images when a vehicle passes by.
According to Lexington Police, these photos are then stored in a database by the camera company that is erased every 30 days. When a vehicle's involved in a crime, police say they're able to search the database using the vehicle description or license plate to see if there are any matches.
This is just a way to get started in your investigation, and it makes it so much quicker. It usually would take it, maybe 3, 4, 5 days for partial plates or some of those investigations without anything else coming in to get a lead. A person can log in 5 minutes and they can see if it's there or if it's not.
At Monday's news conference, police were asked multiple times for general neighborhoods or areas where these flock cameras would be placed, but police wouldn't release any locations.
It's very simple. When you're in the public using public infrastructure, these cameras have every right to be there, and people do not have the right to particular kind of exemption from the license plate readers because they're in public right-of-way.
Lexington Police say so far the cameras have helped solve 9 criminal cases. For more information on flock cameras, visit our website at WTVQ.com. Maddie McQueen, ABC 36 News.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Students at J.D. Adams Middle School in Prestonsburg were evacuated earlier today after the school says smoke was found in the hallways. School officials say students evacuated to City Park just across from the middle school as a precaution while the fire department checked out the scene. About 2 hours later, the school says students were able to safely return to class. Prestonsburg Fire says it is still investigating the cause of the smoke.
A former Lexington man pleading guilty Friday in federal court in connection to charges of sexual abuse. According to the Department of Justice, 43-year-old Hosea Lee Jr. was employed as a correctional officer at the Federal Correctional Center, that's the federal prison in Lexington, in 2019. And while working there, he served as a drug treatment specialist. That was between October and December of that year. Prosecutors say that Lee sexually abused 4 separate people multiple times who attended his drug treatment classes. He was indicted in this case in July of 2021. He's due to be sentenced at the end of July of this year, facing a maximum of 15 years in prison. He could also be fined up to $250,000.
Let's get a check on that forecast now as we welcome back a familiar face to the area and our new chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck. I keep doing that all morning. I've been
phonetically,
saying
it's close. I told you.
T.G. Yeah. Welcome in.
Thank you. Good to be here. Good to be back in the Bluegrass. I actually wish I brought better weather with me. It is not anything like it should be here in the middle to latter part of April, but there is better weather ahead. Good. Checking out our Max HC radar right now. Everything looks quiet out there. The issue is not the rain, it is the cloud cover. Now, we had some rain earlier today, lingering across the mountains of southeastern Kentucky. That's out of here. The issue has been the cloudiness. You see here on the satellite picture, starting to thin out a bit back here toward Frankfort, up toward Owenton, just right along the I-71 corridor there, back around Louisville. Should start to see some slow clearing out here to the west, central, southern parts of Illinois, all clear. So we're going to get there eventually, but boy, oh boy, has the cloud cover really had a big impact. Here is our Hamburg cam, our Hendricks and Funson, and we have stayed, believe it or not, into the mid-40s all afternoon. Cloudy 45 out of Bluegrass Airport, and to add insult to injury here, northwest winds at about 10 to 15. So we have actually had feel-likes into the mid to upper 30s. 45 down in Richmond, 46 Frankfort, 43 Moorhead, down to Jackson, down Kentucky 15 to Hazard there as well. Checking out your hour-by-hour forecast here. Not a whole lot of change this evening, so you will need the heavier jackets as you head out. Notice we do start to clear out a bit. Temperatures headed toward the 30s, and especially those sheltered valley areas of southeastern Kentucky tonight, tomorrow night, and maybe even sneaking into the 20s, believe it or not. But you know how it is in springtime here in the Bluegrass. Give it a couple of days by the weekend, think we'll be pressing 80. We'll talk more about that in your full forecast coming up.
Yes, April's mere 30-degree warm-up. Thank you, TG. Look forward to the details. Other news for you now. Governor Beshear has won a round in court. He's challenging the constitutionality of two bills just passed by state lawmakers that weaken his authority. Franklin Circuit Judge Thomas Wingate granting the governor a temporary injunction and restraining order against two bills that the governor vetoed but were overridden by the GOP-dominated legislature. One bill prevents the governor from challenging the constitutionality of laws in court. The other shifts authority over executive branch state contracts from the governor to a legislative committee. It also gives more power to the state treasurer over those contracts. The report says oral arguments in this case are set for late May.
Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert losing another round in court. The Blood Horse reports the Kentucky Court of Appeals ordered an outright dismissal of Baffert's appeals of his 90-day suspension from the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. Baffert has repeatedly tried to get a stay of his suspension, which was handed down after his horse Medina Spirit tested positive for a banned substance after winning last year's Kentucky Derby. The horse was later stripped of the victory and Baffert suspended. Baffert's appeal before the full Horse Racing Commission that was scheduled for today, that's been moved to June 28th. Meantime, Baffert shut down his barn and moved some of his horses to other trainers since he currently can't run any of his horses in the U.S.
Voter registration for the Kentucky primary is officially closed as of about an hour ago. Election day itself for the primary is May 17th. Of course, the polls on that day will be open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. According to Kentuckians for the Commonwealth, every registered Kentuckian will have a chance to vote early through May and on May 12th, 13th, and 14th in person. You can reach out to your local county clerk's office to learn where you can do that. There will not be any broad voting by mail for the primary, but if you meet one of the eligibility requirements, whether you're away from your county or on voting days, unable to vote in person, you can request a mail-in ballot. Ampersand and the Stillwater Center joining a lot of community partners for a ribbon cutting of its new mobile medical center. It's all designed to bring sexual assault care directly to rural communities.
So important. Ampersand says there are special kinds of nurses who care for survivors of sexual assault called sexual assault nurse examiners, or SANE. Nurses say in some rural areas, hospitals with SANE nurses can be up to an hour away, which they say can actually deter some survivors from even seeking out treatment. With a new mobile unit, survivors will be able to stay where they are while trained nurses come to them to provide treatment.
Our goal is to limit any additional trauma and provide trauma-informed care as well.
And for people in these 17 counties, having the ability to get a safe exam from a specially trained nurse, plus access to crisis counseling and legal and medical advocacy will make such a difference in the lives of so many.
That mobile unit's going to be available to survivors 24/7, year-round. Still to come, celebrating National Donate Life Month. We're going to show you how some area hospitals are recognizing organ donors.
Plus, the latest on the war in Ukraine as Russia's attacks only continue to intensify.
Well, chilly showers to start this Monday across central and eastern Kentucky. The clouds holding our temperatures in the 40s. Believe it or not, by the end of the week, shorts and short sleeve weather returns. I'll have that forecast for you coming up.
The groundbreaking, lovable, heartfelt series is thriving.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Here are 5 big reasons to buy a Toyota Camry. It's built in the USA with style and innovation. Camry's been the best-selling car for 20 years. Toyota is the longest-lasting brand. And the #1 reason, the great fuel savings. At 52 mpg, this electrified Camry hybrid can save you over $5,600 over the next 5 years. 5 big reasons to buy a Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
See if your luck is on a roll with these exciting new scratch-off games from the Kentucky Lottery. Now at your nearest Kentucky Lottery retailer.
You're a champion. You're not a quitter. Quitters don't do what they're supposed to. Champions do. And you're a star. And you shine. That's what you do. That's what you do every day.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Hoffman Automotive Group. If you're currently considering selling your vehicle, then the time to act is now. There has never been a better time to receive top dollar for your vehicle than there is today. All you got to do is visit us at neilhoffman.com. Hoffman has it.
ABC News honored winner of 9 Edward R. Murrow Awards, more than any other network, including winning for the 3rd straight year the award for overall excellence in television. ABC News is America's #1 news source.
If you were here in the viewing area from 1996 to 2012, the man here needs no introduction. Our new chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck, well known in this area, now coming back from Louisville. So who says you can't go home again?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It is, I'm very humbled. It's an honor to be here. Again, you never know what's going to happen. Just thrilled to be back in the Bluegrass, serving the folks central and eastern Kentucky. Couldn't be happy.
Yeah, which you did for so very long at the highest level. Your family's here. You went to Georgetown College. I mean, this is home, and it's great to have you back.
It's home. You never know what the changes of life's going to take you. So, again, it's a pleasure to be here. Looking forward to working with you guys. And as I said at the beginning, sorry the welcome was not welcome with good April-like weather. Yeah.
We'll forgive you this time.
As we remember, meteorologists are not in production, only marketing. So you can't blame
Don't blame the messenger.
This is not my first rodeo as far as crazy April weather here. But here are your headlines. We're going to do better as we get into the latter part of the week. Trick is tonight we got some slow clearing coming. The cooler air, though, it is going to stick around, especially the next couple of mornings. But check this out. By Friday, we're going to be much warmer. Looking at our Max HC radar, we're good. Of course, the morning commute did feature a little bit of rain that has now exited into parts of western West Virginia and southwest Virginia. Folks out toward Pikeville, Whitesburg, hanging on to it a little bit more. The issue today has been the cloud coverage. You can see just socked in with low cloudiness. Starting to see just a little bit of a break, say, down toward Owenston, coming up on Frankfort, Shelbyville as well. Kind of broadening things out. Area of low pressure that brought us the rain a little bit earlier today, that has now moved to the east. What'll happen tonight, this little secondary boundary, that's going to sweep through, kind of bring in a reinforcing shot of cooler air. That's one of the reasons we're going to be quite chilly tomorrow morning. Our live camera down on campus of Eastern Kentucky University down in Richmond. You see that low overcast, 45 at Bluegrass Airport here. And we've got that west wind at 13. So believe it or not, feel like's coming into play here on the 18th day of April. Mid-40s across the board. Feels like 38 in Richmond, 37 in Moorhead, down in London at 40. So you see throughout the region, we're in the 40s. Back to the west, though, the warm spot, northeastern Arkansas there at Jonesboro. So our futurecast, we're going to start things out as we head into tomorrow morning. I think we'll clear out and be in the 30s. Notice northeastern Kentucky, eastern Kentucky tomorrow, a little northwest flow, so the clouds may stick there a little bit, but by tomorrow afternoon, I think we're back in the sun into the 50s. Remember, though, it will be breezy, so we're going to head toward the lower 50s. The sun will make it feel a little bit better. But nevertheless, we're still going to have to deal with the cooler temperatures here. Now, let's look ahead. High pressure, that's going to be in control. And we've talked about this warm-up. As we hit Wednesday, we're back into the 60s as the cloud cover increases. And notice on Thursday, we're headed towards 70. The front actually stays to the north. See the warmer air, that south flow here, warm front arcs to the north. And as a result, temperatures are headed up, and that's what we like. 33 tonight, slow clearing, clouds off to the east. Again, it remains breezy tomorrow. Hey, at least the sun's back, 53 for the afternoon high. And checking out 7-day forecast here, you talk about going from one extreme to the other here. We jump all the way into the upper 70s. Yes, you're not seeing things here. Try low 80s with that southerly breeze on Saturday. Got thunder over Louisville, of course, over in the River City. Plenty going on around here in central and eastern Kentucky. So Mother Nature, perfect timing for the upcoming weekend.
It's about time we got a full weekend of nice weather.
No kidding.
Yeah.
TG,
and for those of you watching who are just meeting TG for the first time, here's what you need to know. You're going to get accurate forecasts. You're going to get information that matters to you, where you live. He'll keep you safe if there's ever a threat of severe weather. And he grew up here. This is home. He loves central and eastern Kentucky. You will be well served. Time now for the Renfro's Collision Live Traffic Report. On this Monday, the Traffic Management Center says there's a wreck on Sunset Drive at Hollywood Drive, also inbound Harrodsburg Road at Military Pike.
Well, after the break, we'll show you a sneak peek of some of the progress of a new full-service studio production facility right here in Lexington.
Plus, if you're looking to grab a bite to eat for dinner, Crave Taco Week returns this week. Ooh, we'll have all the succulent details.
Oh, hello. Lucky for me, there's some great golf here in the Carolinas. Whether you golf or not, Geico could help you score some great savings on car insurance. Maybe even hundreds of dollars. Whoa. Oh, hole in one. And that's a par 5, mind you.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Hi, I'm Brandon Rivard. At Rivard Fine Jewelry, we know your jewelry purchase represents so much more. Rivard's has been Lexington's preferred jeweler for over 30 years, specializing in loose diamonds, designer engagement rings, and the latest trends in fashion jewelry at the very best prices. So whether your life's journey together is just beginning or you're celebrating one of many love's special milestones, Rivard's has exactly what you need to make those memories last forever. So come to Rivard's today and let us show you why nobody does I do like we do.
Reynolds Wrap makes this whole cooking and cleanup thing so easy. It speeds up this so I can get to them.
Easy prep, cook, and clean with Reynolds Wrap. Lash sensational sky high from Maybelline, New York. Limitless length plus volume. Flex brush. Over 10 million sold. And try new Sky High Cosmic Black. Intense black pigments. Only from Maybelline, New York.
Camping World of London is now open. As part of America's #1 dealer network, we have the largest selection of pre-owned RVs, with new RVs starting at less than $5 a day. Browse a full lineup of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, with a wide selection of gear for the campground. Buy with confidence at Camping World, knowing every RV comes with a 3-year Good Sam Elite membership and access to our nationwide service network. Come visit the all-new Camping World, now open in London.
This portion of ABC 36 News is brought to you in part by the Kentucky Lottery, providing over $4 billion in grants and scholarships. You're watching ABC 36 News at 5.
We have an update now on the Wrigley Media Group's improving and increasing production facility in Lexington. The next phase of construction on a brand new studio complex is going on at what were the Woodhill movie theaters. Wrigley Media says that studio will be the largest studio production facility in the entire state. 3 sound stages, indoor and outdoor control rooms, dressing rooms, and a whole lot more.
We look forward to welcoming new productions to Kentucky and facilitating their needs with the Bluegrass State's famous grace and hospitality. As that famous line goes, if you build it, they will come, and we are confident they will.
The building is expected to be completed in early 2023.
All feeling hungry? Crave Taco Week can help with that as it starts today. You can choose from 49 unique taco options at 34 participating locations, including Agave and Rye, Campestre, El Charro, El Cid, Cinco de Mayo, Condado Tacos, First Watch, El Rancho Tapatio, just to name a few. Now, each restaurant is serving unique taco plates for just $6. Don't forget to pick up a passport at any of those participating restaurants for a roadmap to all the locations, tacos, and descriptions, along with pairings. Taco Week is a partnership between Smiley Pete Publishing and the nonprofit Casa de la Cultura, Kentucky. It's set to end April 24th.
Going on now at Ashley. Buy one, get one half off store-wide. Buy this upholstered sofa and get the matching love seat 50% off. Don't miss it. This week only at Ashley.
The best new cars last longer and make the best used cars. And the best of the best become certified used Toyotas. Backed by a 1-year comprehensive warranty, a 7-year powertrain warranty, plus 7-year 100,000-mile roadside assistance. All of which makes for the best used car event. Now get 2.99 APR financing on any certified Camry, RAV4, Corolla, Highlander, or Tacoma. See your Toyota dealer now. The best new cars make the best used cars.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
But then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
They told me about something called Innocent Spouse Relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
The call and the consultation are free.
Turn your house into your dream home with a new Champion sunroom. Don't miss our best sale of the year. Save 30% now. With Champion, you have one single expert partner you can count on at every step of the process. We design, build, install, and guarantee our sunrooms. Save 30% on a custom-built sunroom your family can enjoy all year long. Call now or visit championsunrooms.com to see which sunroom is right for you.
This week only at Ashley. Buy one, get one half off store-wide. Plus, visit us in store and enter to win free groceries for a year. For a limited time only at Ashley.
ABC 36 Solid Blue Sports Report is brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.
The Kentucky baseball team has really struggled in the month of April. Over the weekend, they dropped their 3rd SEC series after losing to Missouri and are now tied with the Tigers for last place in the SEC East with a 5-10 record. The Cats will try to get back into the win column on Tuesday when they take on their in-state rival, 13th-ranked Louisville. The Cardinals are also coming off a weekend series loss to Florida State. They lost 3 consecutive games for the first time this season. A win over a rival and a top 15 opponent could really help get the Cats back on track. First pitch for Tuesday's game is set for 5 p.m. Kentucky junior Liam Drexel took down 240 two top 40 opponents in singles and helped lead the Cats to a win over LSU and Mississippi State, earning him the SEC Player of the Week. This is Draxel's 5th SEC honor. Draxel and the UK tennis team earned the 3rd seed in this year's SEC tournament. That begins this Wednesday. And the EKU football team continues to put in work this spring. Over the weekend, they held their first scrimmage to prepare for the upcoming maroon and white game that is less than 2 weeks away. The Colonels offense picking up where they left off last season as quarterback Parker McKinney connects with Jaden Smith for the opening drive touchdown. And then 2 drives later, McKinney finds Jaden Higgins for the 18-yard TD. But after that, the defense would take control and keep the offense from scoring on the next 6 drives. Head coach Waltwell says this is the best scrimmage they've had since he took over the program. The Colonels' annual maroon and white game will take place on April 30th. And that's going to do it for sports. I'm Sarah Cardona.
The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
Sayre Christian Village has been a trusted name in senior living for over 35 years. Now introducing an all-new memory care community joining the newly expanded spacious assisted living apartment options on campus. Assisted living memory care residents enjoy all of the amenities Friendship Towers has to offer, such as chef-prepared meals and beautiful common spaces with the addition of the Best Friends approach model in a dedicated, secure, and safe environment. Friendship Towers on the Sayre Christian Village campus, a great place to call home.
Create the perfect place to play. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Real steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group. If you're currently considering selling your vehicle, then the time to act is now. There has never been a better time to receive top dollar for your vehicle than there is today. All you got to do is visit us at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
The number of injured and killed in Ukraine continues to go up. That after a weekend of Russian bombing all across the country.
Russia's intensified attacks come as the Kremlin's forces set their sights on finally overtaking the city of Mariupol and further escalating their invasion in eastern Ukraine. Justin Finch has the latest.
As Russia's war on Ukraine approaches its second month, much of the strategic city of Mariupol lies in ruins. Vladimir Putin's forces appearing closer than ever to claiming the city as some 2,500 Ukrainian troops holed up in a steel factory complex are seeing supplies and ammo dwindle. Ukraine's prime minister on This Week saying they will never give up.
City still is not fallen. There is still our military forces, our soldiers, so they will fight till the end.
In Irpin, rows of graves of dead civilians now uncovered, families gathering to grieve and bury loved ones. Sunday, Russian shelling of apartment buildings in Kharkiv killed at least 5 and left more than a dozen hurt. To the west, in Lviv, new reports of at least 7 killed and as many as 11 injured, including at least 1 child. Many of Ukraine's injured are children.
Pieces of shrapnel, bullets, all of it, they say, taken out of children that they're treating at this hospital. And what the doctors and the legal experts here are telling me is that this proves that Russia is not just hitting military installations.
Any day now, officials expect Russia's major escalation in the east to begin. That anticipation comes after the U.S. began shipping off $800 million in high-powered weapons and military aid last week. The major focus now for Ukrainian forces is holding Mariupol. If Russia gains control there, its military gains the land advantage of having land access to Crimea and also the potential to have a staging point to launch even more attacks in the near future. I'm Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Justin, thank you. Much more coming up on World News tonight at 6:30. Coming up in our next half hour, Lexington will soon expand its shared use path thanks to some government money.
Plus, it is tax day. Surprise. Hopefully not. We'll have some more tips you need to know if you still have to file. Stay with us.
Our grandfather built it with his own 2 hands. It's been through 3 generations, going on 9 cribs. It's had a couple of facelifts over the years. The 70s weren't so kind. The scuffs and the cracks are just memories. And some have been patched up, others preserved. So when we talk about this house, we do it with love, not through some chatbot.
I completely understand.
Insurance at AAA. We take policies personally.
I'm Mandy Williamson, host of Mom to Mom. As a mom, we just want our kids to get along. We would love for our kids to be helpful around the house. And we want our kids to eat healthy. Basically, we want to manage the chaos and still make time for ourselves. But momming is hard, so I'm here to share some great tips with you to make it easier. So join me each week for Mom to Mom.
Brought to you by Hits 106.3.
Did you just toot on me?
A lot of firms out there are not allowed to do tax planning. Their mother company won't allow them to even engage or actually even talk about tax planning. The deeper we got into it, we're like, how can you not do tax planning when you're talking about investments? So we had to become a fiduciary firm to go out on our own. Once we became our own firm, we decided that tax planning was going to play a key instrument in the overall planning that Family Wealth Group does. This is one of the areas that makes us really different from a lot of your firms.
Celebrate the return of spring at Lavender in Bloom in Georgetown. Pick up your own tulip bouquet from over 150,000 tulips and 30 different varieties. Get the perfect spring photo with family and friends on this beautiful 15-acre You Pick flower farm. Tulips are only in season for around 2 to 3 weeks, so be sure to plan your visit soon. Tickets available at lavenderinbloom.farm.
Now at 5:30, it is tax day today. We've got some tips you need to know if you still need to file.
Plus, there's some money that's going to help Lexington expand its shared pedestrian paths.
And Governor Beshear announcing a massive grant to help pregnant women.
I'm Chief Meteorologist TJ Shuck. Not feeling like April at all. You can thank the low cloud cover, cool temperatures out there. We're going to deal with it a few more days, but better weather ahead. Your Storm Team forecast is coming up.
ABC 36 News at 5:30 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Tom Kenny.
And I'm Erica Bivens. Thanks for joining us. A manhunt is underway right now for multiple suspected shooters who are accused of killing 2 teenagers and injuring several others at a house party in Pittsburgh.
It's just one in a wave of gun violence incidents that spoiled the Easter weekend for so many across this country. Chris Wynn has more on that in our top story at 5:30.
A violent holiday weekend as multiple mass shootings across America sent people scrambling for cover.
The greater loss is to all of the families that have victims, that have their children hurt in this situation.
In Pittsburgh, an early morning shooting Sunday left 2 young people dead and several others injured at a large house party.
I'm literally going to take my wife's car to the car wash to wash the blood off of it. Like, there's not processing that.
Police calling it a chaotic scene with more than 90 rounds from multiple guns fired both inside and outside of the home.
We need to get these shooters off the street. These are the people that are causing the most harm in our community.
The weekend also saw 2 mass shootings in South Carolina. In Furman, at least 9 people were shot Sunday during a celebration inside a nightclub. And in Columbia, a shooting at the Columbiana Center Mall Saturday left 14 people hurt.
We didn't know who was shooting, what direction it was coming from. And it was really terrifying.
To date, there have been more than 140 mass shootings so far this year in the United States, according to the Gun Violence Archive. In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
Thank you, Chris. Meantime, the body of a young boy who may have died within the last week was found by a mushroom hunter in a wooded area in southern Indiana. State police now asking for your help to try and identify that child. A state police spokesperson says the body of the child is believed to be 5 to 8 years old and was found Saturday night by a person in Washington County who was out mushroom hunting. No information about the possible cause of death has yet been released.
And the state says the number of highway deaths went up in Kentucky last year. That data indicates there were 806 deadly accidents in 2021 compared to 780 the year before. That's up just over 3%. Of that 806, more than half were not wearing seat belts, according to the state. 15% of the deadly crashes involved alcohol. 26% were because of speeding or aggressive driving. And again, all according to the state. Another 15% involved distracted drivers. Pedestrians, bicyclists accounting for 85 deaths, motorcyclists for 88 deaths. Governor Andy Beshear announcing today $4.9 million from a grant is going to be used to address neonatal abstinence syndrome by offering more comprehensive treatment and recovery services to pregnant women.
The funding has been distributed to 70 nonprofits like community mental health centers, neonatal abstinence treatment programs through the Senate Bill 192 treatment grant, which is administered by the Office of Drug Control Policy. The governor says the funding is another resource to help address the state's public health crisis. Some of the programs awarded funding include Communicare Incorporated, Life Skills, and New Vista Behavioral Health and River Valley Behavioral Health.
We welcome in our chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck, his first day here at ABC 36, for those of you who are just joining us. And again, if you were here from the mid-90s through 2012, you already know T.G. Shuck because he was doing weather in this television market. And T.G., we can't tell you how happy it is we are to have you back home in the Bluegrass.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And again, it's been very humbling. It's great to be back home. As I mentioned before, I wish I could have brought better weather. Not really in the travel brochure to have this kind of weather here in mid to late April. But of course, remember, it snowed on Derby Day before.
That's true.
Back in 1989. So this is not unprecedented. We are going to do better. Trust me. Of course, we had the morning showers. Our Max HD radar now looking all clear. We're good there, but one problem, the skies have not been clear. Notice how the rain exiting the area, although wouldn't be shocked running from northern Kentucky out into the eastern mountains. You see a few little green specks there to maybe see a sprinkle or two, starting to thin the cloudiness out to our west. And so at least here in the Bluegrass, some slow clearing. Better part of the overnight, I think eastern Kentucky still deals with the cloudiness. You've got some snow into parts of Pennsylvania and up into the Great Lakes. Definitely a cooler air mass, to say the least here. As you can see out at the Kentucky Horse Park, this has been the drill across the area. We have been socked in with that low cloud cover all day long once we got rid of the morning rain. So overcast 45 out at Bluegrass Airport here. It feels like 39. We've had that northwest wind at about 10 to 15, and that's going to stay up overnight. That should help eliminate the frost potential. Even in the sheltered valley areas of southeastern Kentucky, can't rule it out there, but I think most spots will be okay. We're dealing with low to mid 40s. That is it. These temperatures are our typical average highs during the early part of February. So that just gives you a little perspective on what we're dealing with. So hour by hour here as we roll through the rest of the evening, we'll drop down into the 30s, and that's where we will be starting tomorrow morning. In fact, the next couple of mornings. But hey, get set for some summer-like weather soon. More on that coming up.
Looking forward to that. TG, thank you. Meantime, an expansion of shared use paths for pedestrians, cyclists, and wheelchair users is happening right here in Lexington. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman presented almost a $3 million check today to the Lexington Fayette Urban County government. More than $518,000 was given to the Citation Trail Phase 2 project, and more than $2,300,000 will go to the Alumni Drive Shared Use Path project. Mayor Linda Gordon says the paths will promote connectivity and accessibility for pedestrians and cyclists.
All of these trails fit into our local goal which is connection. Connection, connection. This is what we're all about here.
Funding comes from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's Transportation Alternatives Program.
Lexington Parks and Rec hosting a job fair tomorrow. That's going to be at Artworks at the Carver School. It's going to be from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. They're looking for anybody who wants to learn more about either part-time or seasonal positions that are available, including in aquatics, camps, community centers, and more. Also showcase tables and staff available to answer any questions you may have. And if you go, be prepared to do an interview if you're applying for a job that's being offered. All positions with the city government will have a minimum wage of $15 per hour. If you'd like more information, you can always go to the city's website, which is lexingtonky.gov. Yes, I'm afraid it is tax day. Did you remember to file? It's a midnight deadline.
Tick-tock. Rena Roy has more on what you need to know if you waited until the last minute to file, if you still need some more time, or maybe you just don't have the money to pay what you owe the IRS.
Today is tax day, and if you won't be submitting your tax return by midnight, you'll need to file for an extension.
They can actually file an extension online for free using IRS Free File through Form 4868.
This will give you until October 17th to get paperwork in.
But remember that an extension to file is not an extension to pay. The IRS expects you to pay your tax liability by the April 18th filing deadline.
If you owe money, you'll have to estimate your tax liability and make a payment. And if you can't pay right now, don't panic.
The taxpayer's financial situation is very, very complicated at this time. They don't have money to pay this. They should definitely contact the IRS and arrange for a payment plan so they can pay in installments.
You can do that a couple of different ways. Of course, you can pick up the phone and contact them, but we know contacting the IRS could be very challenging at this time. So another thing that you can do is actually create an online account and create your own payment arrangement.
If you filed already and you're expecting a refund,
it's typically going to take about 21 days if you file electronically to receive your refund. But of course, that's only if you filed electronically. If you did choose to file a paper tax return, it is going to take a couple of weeks, could be months before you receive your refund.
In addition to e-filing, submitting an error-free tax return and setting up direct deposit will get you your refund the quickest. Rena Roy, ABC News.
Rena, thank you. Still to come, we're going to tell you why an airport in Boston had to be evacuated Sunday.
Plus, space tourism becoming a reality, but how could it affect your body? We'll tell you coming up.
Cloudy, dreary, and chilly all across central and eastern Kentucky on this Monday. Morning rain's gone, but we are set for a cold night. But by the end of the week, it's going to feel a lot more like summer around the area. The Storm Team forecast right around the corner.
The groundbreaking, lovable, heartfelt series is thriving.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Camping World of London is now open. As part of America's #1 dealer network, we have the largest selection of pre-owned RVs, with new RVs starting at less than $5 a day. Browse a full lineup of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, with a wide selection of gear for the campground. Buy with confidence at Camping World, knowing every RV comes with a 3-year Good Sam Elite membership and access to our nationwide service network. Come visit the all-new Camping World, now open in London.
This is a town called Basic, where the townspeople are happy with a basic lifestyle. And that's a 2022 Nissan Altima, with more attitude, more style, and a powerful turbocharged engine to help put basic in your rear view forever. Looks like basic will never be the same. The 2022 Nissan Altima, anything but basic.
Now get 0.9% financing for up to 72 months on 14 models.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance in one night.
Just so inspiring. It makes me want to go dance.
Breathtaking. Brilliant. It's out of this world. A cultural phenomenon.
I thought it was so cool. I wish I could see it again, like right now.
People just float. I feel it in my soul.
I love it. It touches my heart.
You have to see it.
For showtimes and tickets, visit shenyun.com.
This portion of ABC 36 News is brought to you in part by Sayre Christian Village. Hope, housing, healthcare.
Not the best way to kick off the week on this Monday, especially for mid to late April. We had the chilly showers starting out this morning, and the clouds have been socked in all throughout the area during the course of this Monday. We're going to get some slow clearing, especially here in central Kentucky. I think the clouds may actually hang for a bit longer into the eastern mountains. A sprinkle or two can't be ruled out. We've got some cooler air sticking around in the short term. But yes, by Friday to end the week and just in time for the weekend, much warmer air on the way. Max HT radar, we are clear after those morning showers. Again, a few little sprinkles, I think, popping up, running down the US 23 corridor there from Ashland down toward Pikeville. And you see the clouds beginning to thin a bit just west of Lexington here. That system that brought us the rain. Look at the snow flying from Pennsylvania back into the eastern Great Lakes. Seems like we've dealt with a lot of this here in April so far. This little secondary boundary, it'll be the leading edge of some slightly cooler air. Here's a live look at downtown Mount Sterling in Montgomery County, and this has been the view everywhere. We're now down to 43 out of Bluegrass Airport here. Winds backing down a bit, but I think they're going to stay up slightly at least during the overnight hours. That may eliminate the frost potential, but our feel like, look at Richmond, 35, 38 in Moorhead, feels like 38 in Hazard as well. You have to get back here into the Missouri River Valley, down into southern Missouri, northeastern Arkansas. Temperatures there around 60 or so. So futurecast here short term this evening. Note the sprinkles out to the east. Here in the Bluegrass region, we're going to start out cold. I mean, we'll be around the freezing mark, but the wind should stay up enough to eliminate the frost potential. Good bit of sunshine, a few clouds to the east, but tomorrow ending fairly well. Now, looking ahead to the mid to late week, that's when we start to see the changes here. High pressure gives way. Got a frontal system that's going to cruise in here on Thursday. Clouds will increase Wednesday. There's your little dose of rain into the day on Thursday. But the warmer air is going to begin to pour in our way as we head into especially Friday and beyond. So overnight tonight, 33, slow clearing, some clouds hanging to the east. West winds at about 10 to 15. So again, that lessens the frost potential. 53 tomorrow. Another breezy day, but it will feel better because of the sunshine. So definitely something to look forward to. Now, check out 7-day forecast here. Look at the difference. We're going to start out in the mid-30s tomorrow, but look how, actually on Wednesday, look how much we jump up. There'll be a big span between the early morning low and the afternoon high. And then we've got temperatures headed into the low 80s, a delightful weekend ahead across central and eastern Kentucky.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When you're hit from behind in a car crash, the insurance company may try to say, you can't possibly be hurt. It was only a few miles an hour. It's simply not true. You see, here's the thing. Getting hit at 10 miles per hour is like falling off of this. 15 miles per hour, like this. And only 25 miles per hour, this. Injured, dial pound law. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Sayre Christian Village has been a trusted name in senior living for over 35 years. Now introducing an all-new memory care community joining the newly expanded spacious assisted living apartment options on campus. Assisted living memory care residents enjoy all of the amenities Friendship Towers has to offer, such as chef-prepared meals and beautiful common spaces with the addition of the Best Friends approach model in a dedicated, secure, and safe environment. Friendship Towers on the Sayre Christian Village campus, a great place to call home.
Big league performance in your backyard with battery power made by Steel. Our AK home motor system starts at just $199.99. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Find yours at over 10,000 local Steel dealers.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group. If you're currently considering selling your vehicle, then the time to act is now. There has never been a better time to receive top dollar for your vehicle than there is today. All you got to do is visit us at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
Robin Roberts, George Stephanopoulos, Michael Strahan. Come on, we could all use some good in our mornings. So join us. Wake up with America's #1 most watched morning show, ABC.
Good morning, America. Oh, how I love saying that.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know seems to change, every day.
So what can help you feel smarter, better, happier?
This is GMA3, what you need to know.
Lunchtime at 1 Eastern, 12 Central and Pacific on ABC.
You're watching ABC 36 News at 5:30.
Space tourism, well, we know it's a reality. You've seen the billionaires and the celebrities already buying their tickets to space.
However, space travel can also have a big impact on the body. Here's Em Nguyen with more.
Astronauts can spend months floating in space, gazing at our blue and green planet and effortlessly doing somersaults in the air. Although it may sound fun to take a vacation from gravity, we rely on gravity to keep our body healthy. That includes the number of red blood cells flowing through your body, carrying oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your organs. Scientists from the University of Ottawa found that people lose more red blood cells in space than they do on Earth. But the good news is that this gets better when astronauts return home. But we don't know what could happen during longer future missions. With this Medical Minute, I'm Em Nguyen, ABC News.
Use your tax refund money to get new furniture and mattresses, plus no interest financing for up to 60 months. Get the most for your tax refund at Furniture World Superstore.
The 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
I'm thankful for the air I'm breathing. I know that times get tough, but keep on looking up and see we've got so much. I've got to say thank you. Thank you for all I've got today. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa, say it to the sunshine. Tell it to the blue sky. Thank you. Thank you.
Mirror, mirror on my 5-piece Tremont Queen bedroom set. Who's got the price and value you won't regret? Bob's Discount Furniture, of course. My complete Tremont Queen bedroom set. Thanks to Bob's Discount, it's only $9.99. Dresser and mirror, chest, queen bed, even a nightstand. Available in 2 finishes, espresso and gray. At Bob's Discount Furniture, you get the quality and value you deserve, even if you like talking to yourself in the mirror. Shop what's in stock, in store, or at mybobs.com.
It's the $1 Million Year, Dancing with the Lexington Stars, presented by the Rotary Club of Lexington and CHI St. Joseph Health. Saturday, April 30th at the Kentucky Castle. Celebrity dancers, celebrity judges, supporting the Lexington Rotary Club Endowment Fund and many local charities, including Surgery on Sunday. Special thanks to the Arthur Murray Dance Studio and Tops Magazine. Buy tickets and vote now for your favorite dancers at dancingwiththelexingtonstars.com.
The 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
The old state capitol here in Frankfort is a beauty, and that was by design. We'll dive into the history of this imposing structure and the Kentuckian who built it in this edition of Kentucky History Treasures.
Gideon Shuck was a very young architect who came up with the design for this building. He had just finished his training, actually, and was only 25 years old at the time. And the Kentucky legislature had a contest, basically, and invited designs for a new Capitol building to replace the one that had burned in 1824. And so Gideon submitted his design, and that's the one they selected. He was paid $150 as a prize, but then they hired him to oversee the building project as well. So Gideon Shuck is actually from Lexington, Kentucky. His father was a carpenter and builder there prior to Gideon's career. You can see some of Gideon's work in Lexington. The old Morrison building at Transylvania University is another one of his great buildings, and also Louisville Metro Hall in downtown Louisville is also a Gideon Shuck design. The first thing you'll see as you approach the building is the very grand and imposing portico that's supported by enormous limestone columns. The doors are also of a very large scale. When you enter the building, you just feel kind of small because everything is quite large. But that's what they wanted to communicate, is to give you that feeling that you were in a place where something very important was taking place. Gideon's design was accepted in 1827 and work began. It was complete by 1830. The legislature actually moved in a little earlier and started using it in late 1829. But it was the center of political power here in Kentucky until 1910. We have self-guided tours available Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can come and feel just the scale of the building. You'll see the State Law Library. There's also the House of Representatives chamber where I am now, which is my favorite room. It's quite grand. You can see the dome as well as the Senate chamber. One of the key features that lots of people like to come and look at is the staircase here in the building, which is quite grand, and it's a completely self-supporting staircase. It's quite a wonder to behold.
To learn more, please visit our online archive at history.ky.gov. From the Kentucky History Center and Museums in downtown Frankfort, I'm Doug High.
Going on now at Ashley. Buy one, get one half off store-wide. Buy this upholstered sofa and get the matching love seat 50% off. Don't miss it. This week only at Ashley.
Admit it. These days, what you need to know
seems to change just about every day.
What is it that you really want to know, need to know?
To help you not just get through your day,
but to make the most of it. Feel smarter.
Feel better.
Feel happier.
Well, how about a third hour of Good Morning America in the afternoon?
GMA 3, what you need to know. Lunchtime at 1 Eastern, 12 Central and Pacific on ABC. It's all about you.
Welcome to the Lee and Haley Show, everybody.
And we got a show for you.
Who do you think gets this more often? Hey, I don't know how you put up with that person. Me.
Well, hello, fellas. That was a good inning.
Did you say something about Catholics in a carport?
Tell a joke, she says.
Here are 5 big reasons to buy a Toyota Camry. It's built in the USA with style and innovation. Camry's been the best-selling car for 20 years. Toyota is the longest-lasting brand. And the #1 reason, the great fuel savings. At 52 mpg, this electrified Camry hybrid can save you over $5,600 over the next 5 years. 5 big reasons to buy a Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
This week only at Ashley. Buy one, get one half off store-wide. Plus, visit us in store and enter to win free groceries for a year. For a limited time only at Ashley.
Well, Janssen Pharmaceuticals has reached a $99 million settlement for the company's alleged role in West Virginia's opioid crisis.
That state's attorney general claiming the pharmaceutical giant and its parent company, Johnson & Johnson, persuaded doctors to prescribe opioids more frequently, saying that they were safe and more effective than other drugs. Now, attorneys say this helped spike opioid use for chronic pain issues, eventually leading to a rise in deadly overdoses. This settlement is subject to approval from the state's political subdivisions and cities and counties. They'll get a lump sum payment. Johnson & Johnson settling with the state of New York just last year for $230 million. That was a similar situation.
Meantime, a video game console briefly disrupted Easter travel at Boston's Logan International Airport. On Sunday afternoon, Transportation Security Administration agents screened a checked bag with a potentially suspicious item inside. As a precaution, some passengers were evacuated from the terminal. However, after the Massachusetts State Police bomb squad took a closer look, they realized it was actually just a PlayStation video game console that looked a little battered with age. After confirming that, things went back to normal at the terminal. Always better to be safe than sorry, right? They say.
Things will eventually get back to normal. Speaking of that, in our temperature department, feels like a little bit of winter right now.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, by the end of the week into next weekend, you'll enjoy a some 30-plus degree warm-up. We'll have all the details in the next half hour.
We took our signature sandwich and cranked it up to 11. With bacon and cheese, it's the new Signature Club, remixed by Zaxby's.
See if your luck is on a roll with these exciting new scratch-off games from the Kentucky Lottery. Now at your nearest Kentucky Lottery retailer.
Hi, Shane Huffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group. If you're currently considering selling your vehicle, then the time to act is now. There has never been a better time to receive top dollar for your vehicle than there is today. All you got to do is visit us at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
Bloating for no good reason. Pelvic pain or pressure that doesn't go away and you don't know why. Feeling too full, too fast, even when you eat just a little. Unusual bleeding or spotting, like having longer or heavier periods than what's normal for you, or bleeding after you've gone through menopause. Bloating, pain or pressure, feeling too full, too fast, unusual bleeding. These aren't just words. They could be symptoms of a gynecologic cancer, such as cervical, ovarian, uterine, vaginal, and vulvar cancers. Learn the symptoms, and if you notice anything unusual and it goes on for 2 weeks or longer, see a doctor. It may be nothing, but find out for sure. Listen to your body and get the inside knowledge about gynecologic cancers.
A little piece for mom. A lot of pieces for the family. The Zax Family Pack. Your choice of 20 chicken fingers or 30 boneless wings, plus fries and Texas toast. With Zax sauce or spicy Zax sauce. Only at Zaxby's.
Use your tax refund money to get new furniture and mattresses at Furniture World Superstore.
Now at 6, they are not without controversy, but Lexington is about to increase the number of license plate catching cameras around the city.
Plus, sexual assault victims now have an easier and also more accessible way to receive medical treatment.
And another legal setback for Hall of Fame horse trainer Bob Baffert. We'll bring you the latest developments.
I'm Chief Meteorologist T.G. Shuck. Not the best way to start the week on this Monday. Low overcast and chilly temperatures. Few more days of that, but believe it or not, summer weather right around the corner. Your Storm Team forecast is on the way.
You're watching ABC 36 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. I'm Tom Kenny.
And America Bivens. Thanks for joining us. License plate reading cameras put up all around Lexington, already helping to solve crimes. That's according to Lexington Police. ABC 36's Maddie McQueen has more on our top story tonight at 6.
Well, these cameras are called flock cameras. 9 are already in use, and Lexington police say that number will increase to 25 in high crime areas. Investigators are crediting one of the cameras with helping identify and catch a man accused of dumping a dead dog in a business dumpster last month. But the cameras are not without critics. Some people calling them big brothers, saying they're an invasion of privacy and could even lead to profiling. Police took some of those criticisms head on at Monday's news conference.
This is Lexington moving into the future, and that's what we have to do to keep up with some of the activities that we see.
There's a lot of debate, controversy, and misinformation surrounding the use of flock cameras by police. Some people believe these cameras are used to track speed and look for people who run red lights or stop signs. But Lexington police say the cameras don't have that capability.
State law currently requires that any traffic violation be witnessed by a police officer. So they're currently not able to be used for that legally. It's not a live feed of video. They take still images when a vehicle passes by.
According to Lexington police, these photos are then stored in a database by the camera company that is erased every 30 days. When a vehicle's involved in a crime, police say they're able to search the database using the vehicle description or license plate to see if there are any matches.
This is just a way to get started in your investigation, and it makes it so much quicker. It usually would take it, maybe 3, 4, 5 days for partial plates or some of those investigations without anything else coming in to get a lead. A person can log in 5 minutes and they can see if it's there or if it's not.
At Monday's news conference, police were asked multiple times for general neighborhoods or areas where these flock cameras would be placed, but police wouldn't release any locations.
It's very simple. When you're in the public using public infrastructure, these cameras have every right to be there, and people do not have the right to particular kind of exemption from the license plate readers because they're in public right-of-way.
Lexington police say so far these cameras have helped solve 9 criminal cases. For more information on flock cameras, visit our website at WTVQ.com. Maddie McQueen, ABC 36 News.
Thank you, Maddie. A former Lexington man pleading guilty in federal court to charges of sexual abuse. Prosecutors say that 43-year-old Hosea Lee Jr. worked as a correctional officer at the federal prison in Lexington in 2019, and while working there served as a drug treatment specialist. Prosecutors say between October and December of that year, Lee sexually abused 4 separate people multiple times who were attending his drug treatment classes. He was indicted in July of 2021, due to be sentenced this July. He faces up to 15 years in federal prison and a fine of up to $250,000.
Let's talk some weather now. And normally we have to introduce when we have new hires here, but our new chief meteorologist really needs no introduction, just a welcome back. It is T.G. Shuck. Welcome back to the area.
Thank you, guys. It really has been a great thing, very humbling. Happy to be back in the Bluegrass. Again, served the folks in Central and Eastern Kentucky for many, many years, and really excited to be a part of the team. The weather, always blame the weather guy, and brought kind of a rough day, to say the least. Of course, we had the rain this morning exiting out into Eastern Kentucky. One thing to notice here, a few little sprinkles can't be ruled out running, say, from Ashland down toward Pikeville into the mountains of southeastern Kentucky. The clouds are trying to thin out, and that is happening from west to east. That area of low pressure responsible for the rain earlier got a little energy lingering back, so I think a lot of this stuff, Indy over to Columbus, will remain off to our north. This has been the trick all day long across the area. Checking things out down on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University in Richmond. It is still overcast. We are at 45 out of Bluegrass Airport. We've had that west wind that has come into play all day long. It's been a little gusty, 10 to 15. So our feel likes here on April 18th down into the mid to upper 30s. 47 in Frankfurt, 45 Danville, London down to Williamsburg at 45, Jackson and Hazard checking in at 43. So going through the evening here, west of Lexington, beginning to clear things out a bit. We'll see that overnight. Chilly start tomorrow morning. Cool air sticks for a while, but the promised warm-up right around the corner. More on that here in just a few.
TG, thank you. Governor Beshear has won a round in court. He's challenging the constitutionality of 2 bills just passed by state lawmakers that weaken his authority. Franklin Circuit Judge Thomas Wingate granting the governor a temporary injunction and restraining order against 2 bills that the governor vetoed, which were then overridden by the GOP-dominated legislature. One bill prevents the governor from challenging the constitutionality of laws in court. The other shifts authority over executive branch state contracts from the governor to a legislative committee. It also gives more power to the state treasurer over those state contracts. The reports say that oral arguments in the case are set for late May.
Hall of Fame horse trainer Bob Baffert losing another round in court. The Blood Horse reports the Kentucky Court of Appeals ordered an outright dismissal of Baffert's appeals of his 90-day suspension from the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. Baffert has repeatedly tried to get a stay of his suspension, which was handed down after his horse Medina Spirit tested positive for a banned substance after winning last year's Kentucky Derby. The horse was later stripped of the victory and Baffert suspended. Baffert's appeal before the full Horse Racing Commission that was was scheduled for today has now been moved to June 28th. Meantime, Baffert shut down his barn and moved some horses to other trainers since he currently can't run any of his horses in the U.S.
I want to remind you, voter registration for the primary closed at 4 o'clock this afternoon. The primary itself is May 17th, when the polls on that day, of course, will be open from 6 in the morning until 6 at night. Kentuckians for the Commonwealth say every registered Kentuckian will have a chance to vote early on May 12th, 13th, and 14th in person. You can reach out to your local county clerk's office to find out where you can do that. There won't be any broad voting by mail this primary election, but if you meet one of the eligibility requirements, whether you're away from your county on voting days or you can't vote in person, you can request a mail-in ballot. Ampersand and the Stillwater Center joining a lot of community partners for the ribbon cutting of a new mobile medical center. It's designed to bring sexual assault care directly to rural communities.
Ampersand says there are special kinds of nurses who care for survivors of sexual assault called sexual assault nurse examiners, or SANE. Nurses say in some rural areas, hospitals with SANE nurses can be up to an hour away, which they say can actually deter some survivors from seeking out treatment. With a new mobile unit, survivors will be able to stay where they are while trained nurses come to them to provide treatment.
Our goal is to limit any additional trauma and provide trauma-informed care as well.
And for people in these 17 counties, having the ability to get a safe exam from a specially trained nurse, plus access to crisis counseling and legal and medical advocacy will make such a difference in the lives of so many.
That mobile unit is going to be available to survivors 24/7, 365 days a year. It's a lot easier now to get at-home COVID-19 tests, but a lot of those test results aren't being reported. That's leading to a drastic under-reporting of cases. The Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation estimates only 7% of positive COVID-19 cases throughout the United States are now being detected. That would mean case rates are actually more than 14 times higher than officially being reported. While cases have been undercounted throughout this pandemic, some states like Ohio and New York no longer use positivity rates in the ongoing fight against the coronavirus. The CDC also now emphasizing hospitalization rates over case counts. To get a more reliable count of COVID-19 cases, the National Institutes of Health now working with laboratories to try to help streamline easier ways to report those test results. Stay with us, celebrating National Donate Life Month. We'll show you how some area hospitals recognized organ donors.
Plus, we've also got a sneak peek of the progress of a new full-service studio production facility here in Lexington.
Jackets and sweatshirts coming in handy on this Monday. Temperatures not even making it out of the 40s. Keep those handy the next couple of days, but we've got a nice warm-up. Not too far off. We'll talk about it coming up.
The 2 for $6 double Rally Burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
Less work time, more you time. Count on Steel to take you there. Get the hardworking MS-170 chainsaw for just $189.99. Not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot. Real Steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local Steel dealers.
It's Sleep Outfitters Save-a-thon and Sealy Hybrid floor model closeout. Save 50% on select Sealy Hybrids. 3 models to choose from with savings up to $1,100 on Sealy, America's #1 mattress brand. Now at Sleep Outfitters. A haunted cornet, a Hatfield rifle, a coffin-covered quilt. Discover the stories behind these artifacts and many more on Kentucky History Treasures. Sundays at 11 p.m. and Mondays during Good Day Kentucky, only on ABC 36.
Kentucky Lottery, now at your nearest Kentucky Lottery retailer.
Funding more than $4 billion in grants and scholarships.
The ladies you love, the hottest topics happening now. There's only one place to find it all.
You guys are having the hard conversations. I love The View.
And that's why the most watched #1 daytime talk show is ABC's The View.
The 2 for $6 double rally burger with cheese deal from Rally's is so extra, not everyone can handle it. Go ahead, we double beef dare you. Get twice the burgers with double the juicy beef for just $6. Join Rally's rewards for a free Buford or Mother Cruncher.
Watch Family Feud, now 3 times a day on ABC 36.
That was a good one.
Family Feud, weekdays on ABC 36.
We welcome back our chief meteorologist, T.G. Shuck, his first day here at ABC 36, but far from his first day forecasting for central and eastern Kentucky. A lot of you watching right now are saying, hey, I know him. Yes, because he did the weather here from 1996 to 2012. We were fortunate enough to bring him back home from Louisville. He was working at WHAS, the ABC affiliate there. And this is home for TG. And we are so glad you're here, and I know you are happy to be back.
Yeah, it's really been surreal. I mean, it's been very humbling, the outpouring of support from people today. And as you mentioned, my parents are still here in Lexington. I've got family out in eastern Kentucky, and it's just a pleasure to be back. I'm excited to work with you guys.
Yeah, your family's here. He went to Georgetown College. For those of you who are new to this area and didn't know TG when he was here before, here's what you're going to get. Accurate forecasts. He loves this community. He serves all of central and eastern Kentucky. And if there's ever a threat of severe weather, he's going to keep you and your family safe.
One complaint. Today's weather.
Yeah, I know. What a day to start, right? I promise it will get better. And the key is just in time for the upcoming weekend. But yeah, the big deal today has been the clouds. As far as you can see here on the Max HD radar and satellite here, it's just been one of those days where we just couldn't get rid of the cloud cover. And as a result, we've had temperatures that have really been held in check. Now, the main weather maker now off to the east, that area of low pressure, brought us the rain overnight and even still creating a few sprinkles, I think, out in the mountains of eastern Kentucky as we go through the evenings. This little secondary boundary kind of pushes in a little reinforcing shot of some cooler air in. You see here our live look out at the Kentucky Horse Park. What you see is what you get. That's been the drill all day long. We're at 45 at Bluegrass Airport. Feels like 40. West winds have been up at 10 to 15. They will stay that way through the evening. 47 in Frankfort. Moorhead down to Jackson. Hazard at 43. Williamsburg checking in at 45. And again, those feel likes have dropped down into the 30s at times. You have to go back here into the Missouri River Valley, western Tennessee, well into the 50s. We'll be there tomorrow. That 49, that's all we managed, and that was just after midnight started out at 40. Look at the average high and low. I mean, we were dancing right around where we should be for an early morning low today. Our future cast going to the evening again. Those sprinkles, I think, continue part of the overnight, waking up tomorrow morning around freezing. So the heavier coat comes in handy, and it will be a little breezy. I think that eliminates a lot of the frost potential. And then as far as the afternoon goes tomorrow, a lot more in the way of sunshine. So we should jump into the low 50s here. Your hometown forecast, checking out McKee there in Jackson County. You're going to hang on to the cloud cover a little bit longer. That'll hold your temperatures up just a bit into the low 40s. Now, let's look ahead for the mid and late week. Things do get a little better, but it's going to take a little while. Clouds thicken, but we get more of a south to southeast flow, and that's going to allow for milder temperatures, mid-60s on Wednesday. This front stretches out. Yeah, we'll see a few showers here and there, but it will not pass through. So note the warm air to our southwest. Those temperatures are going to continue to climb as we roll into the weekend. So slow clearing, clouds linger eastward, low 30s for overnight lows, 53 tomorrow, a little breezy, but thumbs up, sunshine's back. And check out 7-day forecast here. Talk about flipping the script. We're going to get there in a hurry. In fact, we go right around 70 with the shower chances, and then check that out. We've got weekend plans, a lot going on across central and eastern Kentucky. Of course, Thunder over in Louisville, kicking off the Derby season. Ideal for that. So good-looking weekend ahead.
Premier Outdoor Living is where outdoor living dreams become a reality. From patios to paver sidewalks, fountains to fireplaces, each project is custom designed by Jack Traylor III to perfectly fit your vision. Call to schedule your service today.
Big trucks can cause big wrecks. Because of its size and massive weight, even a slow-moving truck like this can be dangerous. I'm attorney Daryl Isaac. I am America's big truck attorney. At Isaacs & Isaacs, we've recovered over $1 billion for our clients, and we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. So now I'm not just the attorney on the big truck, I'm the attorney on the big moving truck. Big truck wreck, WeWin.com. One call, that's all.
Hi, I'm Brandon Rivard. At Rivard Fine Jewelry, we know your jewelry purchase represents so much more. Rivard's has been Lexington's preferred jeweler for over 30 years, specializing in loose diamonds, designer engagement rings, and the latest trends in fashion jewelry at the very best prices. So whether your life's journey together is just beginning or you're celebrating one of many love's special milestones, Rivard's has exactly what you need to make those memories last forever. So come to Rivard's today and let us show you why nobody does I do like we do.
You should be here!
Oh, she likes that.
The Land Rover Kentucky 3-day event, April 28th through May 1st. When legends are made. Get your tickets now for the
Premier Outdoor Living is here to turn your yard into your own personal oasis. And if you call today, you can get 10% off any hardscape or landscaping. No strings attached, just 10% off any hardscape or landscaping. Availability is limited. Call us today to schedule your service.
Central Kentucky's best classic rock.
We play rock and roll music.
We promise to play the fewest commercials to get you back to the most classic rock in 3 or less. Classic Rock 92.1, home of the 3-minute promise.
You're watching ABC 36 News at 6.
Well, this is National Donate Life Month, and UK Hospital in Lexington honored it with the raising of a Donate Life flag.
There was a moment of silence following this flag raising to remember the 106,000 people waiting for an organ and a second chance at life. For some organ recipients, like Walker Terhune, their organ donor is living and happens to be somebody they know.
Deanna D. Morgan donated a kidney to Terhune in February of last year and is encouraging others to consider living organ donation as well.
A lot of recipients, well, not even recipients, but people that are in need of kidneys are not aware of living donor transplant. It's much, much more than just signing the back of your license. You can make a difference now while you're here. You don't have to wait until you're in an unfortunate car accident. You can make a difference now.
If you'd like to learn more about being a living organ donor, click on the story on our website at WTVQ.com. A new enhanced studio production facility coming to Lexington from Wrigley Media Group. The announcement coming on the next phase of construction in the new studio complex, which, if you're not familiar, is in the old Woodhill Movie Theaters complex. Wrigley Media says the studio will be the largest studio production facility in the entire state. 3 sound stages, indoor and outdoor control rooms, multiple dressing rooms, and more.
We look forward to welcoming new productions to Kentucky and facilitating their needs with the Bluegrass State's famous grace and hospitality. As that famous line goes, if you build it, they will come, and we are confident they will.
That project expected to be complete in early 2023.
Kentucky State Police once again showing support to Special Olympics Kentucky by hosting its annual Cover the Cruiser fundraising event.
At the end of April, state troopers are going to park a cruiser all around the Commonwealth and encourage you to cover the cruisers with custom Special Olympics Kentucky stickers. KSP asks for a minimum donation of $1 per sticker to put on the cruiser. All that money goes directly to Special Olympics Kentucky.
The fundraiser first started in 2020 when the Special Olympics law enforcement torch run was canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Then last year, state police raised more than $20,000 for these Special Olympics athletes here in Kentucky. For more information about the Cover the Cruiser campaign, just head to this website story, WTVQ.com.
I wonder if those stickers easily peel off.
They did a good job on that one card.
Otherwise, somebody's got a lot of work to do. The UK baseball team trying to get back on track. They've really struggled here of late. They have lost 3 straight SEC series.
Meanwhile, the EKU football team impressed at their first scrimmage of the spring season. They've got the details next in sports.
Everyone deserves stylish and quality furniture. So I'm calling all Bobs to help get the word out. Like this, Bob. Me! Bob's has the everyday values you deserve. Like my complete Tremont bedroom set, my Blake dining set, and my Bobapedic Prize Queen mattress.
Don't miss Sleep Outfitters Save-a-thon. Save up to 30% on all Sealy Outfitters Posturepedic and Posturepedic Plus spring mattresses starting at just $195. Get this Sealy Posturepedic Queen with targeted core support now just $599. Plus get a free gas card or free sleep accessories valued up to $300. Get interest-free financing for up to 5 years and free delivery and setup. Huge savings plus incredible free gifts now during the Save-a-thon only at Sleep Outfitters.
I'm Appliance Pro. We'll help you make your kitchen chef-ready.
Appliance Pro's inventory blowout sale continues now through the end of the month. This is the perfect time to update your home's kitchen. Come in now for the best selection on top-quality GE refrigerators, washers, and dryers, ovens, ranges, dishwashers, and more. We are locally owned and operated and located at 2320 Fortune Drive in Lexington. The inventory blowout sale till the end of the month. Don't miss it.
I'm Joseph Back with iBuyKY.com, and I want to buy your house. I'll make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, iBuyKY.com is the easiest way to sell your house. When you sell your house to iBuyKY.com, there's no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no repairs. Just go to iBuyKY.com for a free, no-obligation cash offer 24 hours a day. That's iBuyKY.com.
Feast your eyes on one of my best-selling dining sets. Rustic style meets incredible value in my 7-piece Montana dining set. Available in dining height or counter height. Thanks to Bob's discount, it's only $9.99 either way. Shop what's in stock, in store, or at mybobs.com.
The Kentucky baseball team has really struggled in the month of April. Over the weekend, they dropped their 3rd SEC series after losing to Missouri and are now tied with the Tigers for last place in the SEC East with a 5-10 record. The Cats will try to get back into the win column on Tuesday when they take on their in-state rival, 13th-ranked Louisville. The Cardinals are also coming off a weekend series loss to Florida State. They lost 3 consecutive games for the first time this season. A win over a rival and a top 15 opponent could really help the Cats get back on track. First pitch for Tuesday's game is set for 5 p.m. Kentucky junior Liam Draxel took down 2 top 40 opponents in singles and helped lead the Cats to wins over LSU and Mississippi State, earning himself the SEC Player of the Week. This is Draxel's 5th SEC honor. Draxel and the UK tennis team earned the 3rd seed in this year's SEC tournament. That begins this Wednesday. The EKU football team continues to put in work this spring. Over the weekend, they held their first scrimmage to prepare for their upcoming maroon and white game that is less than 2 weeks away. The Colonels offense picking up where they left off last season as quarterback Parker McKinney connects with Jaden Smith for the opening drive touchdown. And then 2 drives later, McKinney finds Jaden Higgins for the 18-yard TD. But after that, the defense would take control and keep the offense from scoring on the next 6 drives. Head coach Waltwell says it's the best scrimmage they've had since he took over the program. The Colonels' annual maroon and white game will take place on April 30th. And that'll do it for sports. I'm Sarah Cardona.
ABC 36 Solid Blue Sports Report is brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.
Going
going on now at Ashley. Buy one, get one half off store-wide. Buy this upholstered sofa and get the matching love seat 50% off. Don't miss it. This week only at Ashley.
Here are 5 big reasons to buy a Toyota Tacoma. Tacoma's been the best-selling truck for 17 years. It's got powerful off-road capabilities. Tacoma's got the best resale value in its class. But you're not going to sell it because it's way too much fun to drive. And the #1 reason, the great Toyota savings, like 0% APR financing or $500 customer cash on a new Tacoma 4x2, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. 5 big reasons to buy a Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Smoky Mountain Truck Outfitters has everything you need for your car, truck, SUV, and Jeep. Smoky Mountain has the largest line of WeatherTech products in Kentucky to winterize your ride, with products like floor mats, cargo liners, seat protectors, and more. Give the perfect gift with a remote car starter, window tinting, or even gift cards with same-day, next-day pickup and layaway options. Smoky Mountain will beat all local prices and most internet pricing, and they install everything. Smoky Mountain Truck Outfitters, 1516 Pillsbury Circle in Lexington off New Circle Road.
See if your luck is on a roll with these exciting new scratch-off games from the Kentucky Lottery. Now at your nearest Kentucky Lottery retailer.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Automotive Group. If you're currently considering selling your vehicle, then the time to act is now. There has never been a better time to receive top dollar for your vehicle than there is today. All you got to do is visit us at neilhuffman.com. Huffman has it.
This week only at Ashley. Buy one, get one half off store-wide. Plus, visit us in store and enter to win free groceries for a year. For a limited time only at Ashley.
Most people agree that they want to minimize taxes. We need to understand how the IRS looks at our money. We have 4 different buckets of money. And bucket 1, when we make money, causes a tax. Bucket 2 is pre-tax. Bucket 3 and bucket 4 are both tax-free. Sit down with us for a complimentary session and let's talk about how this could apply to you.
After a chilly day out there, here's your Kentucky Lottery scratch forecast. Look how those temperatures climb through the midweek, and it looks like by the weekend, maybe even better.
Yeah, we're actually going to have a nice full weekend. Look forward to that.
Thank you, TG. World News Tonight with David Muir is up next. Thanks for joining us.